Hi everyone, welcome back to Pacific Front channel. This week, the UK Carrier Strike Group, led by HMS Prince of Wales, concluded a landmark series of joint operations with the GMSDF. The exercise saw the CSG integrate with an Izumo-class helicopter destroyer GS Kaga, including the first time a UK jet operates from a Japanese warship. This might look like a regular cross-operation between two navies, but it has a deeper significance for Japan, especially in terms of the use of warships operating fixed-wing fighter jets. Does this mean Japan is moving away from its core self-defense principles by having offensive weapons like fighter-capable aircraft carriers? Article 9 of Japan's constitution legally renounces Japan's right to wage war and prohibit the country from maintaining a traditional military. Article 9 does not deny Japan's inherent right to self-defense. Therefore, the SDF, Japan's ground, air, and maritime self-defense force, is legally defined as a defensive force, not an offensive military. Japan's defense policy has been guided by this principle as well, meaning it can only use force when attacked and to the minimum extent necessary for self-defense. This has historically limited Japan's ability to acquire certain offensive weapons, including long-range ballistic missiles, bomber aircraft, and aircraft carriers. The last item has become an ongoing debate, especially after the introduction of flat-top vessels like the Hyuga and Izumo, and the subsequent modification of the Izumo class to be able to operate the F-35B. The Japanese government like to downplay its capability and role by calling it a helicopter destroyer or a multi-purpose operation destroyer. They even denied that the Izumo class was designed with tactical jets in mind, although eventually they admitted otherwise. Japan's newspaper quoted GMSDF sources stating that the Izumo design was settled with its future conversion in mind to prepare for any possible contingency of the Naha Air Base. Naha Air Base in Okinawa is the only major airbase controlled by Japan in the area, close to the uninhabited but strategic Senkaku Islands. Although there are also two US bases on the island, the runways on all these bases will be the top target for Chinese ballistic and cruise missiles during the first days of war. China has gained more and more unique technological capabilities in the past decade, and they have grown much bolder when it comes to claiming and even building territory in the region. A conflict with China regarding the Senkaku Islands might one day be inevitable. So having aircraft carriers in disguise that can operate fighter jets will allow for air power to persist and complicate the enemy's attacks on Japan's territory, even after land-based aviation capabilities have been taken out, even if just temporarily. Besides the warship itself, the F-35B is the key part of this strategy. Its advanced features and its ability for short takeoff and landing enhance Izumo value, providing high-end fighter operations farther from Japan's territory. The interoperability test conducted by the US Marines on Izumo and Kaga and recently with the Royal Navy's Air Wing on board the Prince of Wales shows that the F-35B can easily operate from all kinds of flat-top vessels as long as it's properly fitted for it. Japan is buying 42 F-35B and 3 of them have been delivered. But even if Japan doesn't have one, it can still contribute to its allies by providing a deck for F-35B operators to use, even if just for exercises. This is not only limited to the US and UK, but also Italy and future operators like Singapore. Does having a fixed-wing capable carrier mean Japan's departure from its core self-defense principles? The justification of Japan's current military posture and the weaponry that supports it all comes down to how we interpret self-defense as per the Japanese constitution. Things have been rapidly changing for Japan when it comes to morphing its military into a far-reaching force with substantial offensive punch. The fact is, the Pacific theater geopolitical volatility increases by the day. Japan's neighbors are either building more warships and bullying its neighbors, testing ballistic missiles at will, or are currently at war. I know this is a subject of intense debate in Japan, and I have no right to push my interpretation on the subject. But from what I see, Japan is just putting its money amidst its uncertainty to deter future aggression and provide a means to respond to territorial threats. And by having aircraft carriers along with the F-35B will allow the self-defense force to better defend Japan in case its security is threatened. Soon enough, Izumo, Kaga, and their fighter wing are coming. It will become more essential as Japan adapts its maritime security posture to meet new challenges and at a time of growing regional competition. I do hope that the Japanese people see this as a good thing and a necessity rather than as Japan's return to militarism. What do you think about the Izumo class and Japan's defense posture today? Do you think Japan should be allowed to operate aircraft carriers for self-defense? Let us know in the comment section below. Thank you for watching everyone. I'll see you in the next one.